Do you feel like we have long-term enough horizons on carnivore?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't. But, honestly, and this is one of the criticisms people will levy, is say there's no long-term data. But, I mean, when you really look at the data out there, there's no long-term data on any diet. I mean, if you want to look at a long-term randomized control trial that you've isolated that diet, it's just never been done. It's too expensive to do, quite honestly. And so there's epidemiology where they follow populations and they say, well, this group of people ate a little bit more of this and they lived longer, or they had less heart disease or less cancer, and so therefore the diet must be good. Well, that's really not a very good way to determine what you and I should be eating. It just really isn't. It was kind of an informal survey done in the UK, and they found that people on a plant-based diet were sick twice as often as other people. And that's not pure science, but it was out there. But
we haven't put enough sugar in the gas tank.
And I don't know if you know where Professor John Anitis out of Stanford. He's probably one of the most published or cited scientists in the public health field. And he's come out and said just recently, he said that all the nutritional epidemiology we've done is basically not taught us anything.
Well, that's what Kate Shanahan always says, right? Kate, you know Kate?
Mm-hmm.
Kate,
all the nutritional epidemiology we've done is basically not taught us anything. It was kind of an informal survey done, and they found that informal surveyed, and they found that people on a plant-based diet were sick twice as often as other people.
There's something magical that happens with carnivore-only athletes that other keto athletes I've seen, and this is just me anecdotally, I've seen flourish. He seems to be able to not only manage it, but again, flourish.
With autism, I've been seeing a link connecting to a certain diet. There's a number of YouTubers that are promoting this diet, which is almost all meat. One of those people is Bart, who I had a 2-hour discussion/debate with, and he has autism. I've been noticing autistic-type behavior with a number of these people that are eating this diet. Another one is Frank Tufano.
I was carnivore 2 to 3 years before that. What's really creeping me out is I literally dreamt about this last night when I was sleeping, and that person emailed me today, so I'm starting to think I actually am crazy.
Ted is very normal, and he gives really good head.
By Frank Tufano here, who, by the way, doesn't look very well. He looks very gaunt. He looks a bit pale. He's having some skin issues there by the looks of it. There doesn't seem to be much muscular development that's occurred. In fact, it looks like he's gone backwards in the last 6 months.
And here are some comments that I found under Bart's video. One person saying that Frank is starting to look like a vegan. And if a carnivore, someone who eats opposite of a vegan, can end up looking like a vegan, be mistaken for a vegan even, then he might as well be a vegan. Remind me of what's wrong with being a vegan again.
I'm starting to think I actually am crazy.
Another thing to bring up here, there's a problem with testosterone in the carnivore community. There's Dr. Shawn Baker. Here's a clip of him.
If you eat sentient animals, you will have sentience. Those that don't eat sentient animals lack sentience.
I'm interested. Shawn Baker, one of the head carnivore proponents, it's like his whole life revolves around eating steak and deadlifting. It's kind of hilarious. and getting people to eat meat.
To get a quick check from big meat companies.
And now Frank Tufano, I hear that his testosterone is 100 to 150. Normal low starts at 300.
There's something magical that happens with carnivore-only athletes.
Brainwashed, mindless come online and say, oh, you got beaten up so bad in that debate.
I actually don't give a rip-a-ring fuck, and I don't really think you should either really care about that.
Everything that you said, he just flipped it, and his whole intention is to invalidate, make nothing of, destroy.
A vegan wanted to be right.
If I brought something up, he would say it's a lie.
Logic comes from logics. The only difference is
That includes impairments on social interactions.
And you want to pretend, and you can't prove us that logic's
the only difference is your assumption. Is
where does logic come from?
Go to the f***ing mechanisms.
That's completely wrong, actually.
No, it's not completely wrong, you f***ing retard.
Communication skills.
It's the whole f***ing thing that you're trying to stand on.
Am I talking to somebody here that's got an IQ over 100?
Bart, just calm down, okay, man? Just relax.
Well, stop being a fucking retard and listen to
And communication skills combined with rigid, repetitive behaviors.
It's like.
But then you try to turn it around on me because you're such a computer. You're so autistified in your vegan-evangelical nonsense that you think you could just switch it around.
So you can't provide any evidence whatsoever.
And they seem to just double down, and people still believe them because they have so much corporate sponsorship and money behind them. You know, if someone goes on Joe Rogan,
crazy shit. You know, and these absolute fucking